Hi. So today I will be talking about bottom surgery, and if I'm looking into it and what I'm looking into and things like that. All of these plans are pretty far in the future for me. Probably within the next 10 years or so. Just because I'm not on testosterone and haven't had top surgery and things like that. But sorry. For bottom surgery, I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to have some sort of bottom surgery. Well, definitely full extraction of my inside reproduction stuff. I'm not planning on using any of that. Any options in the future for me to be able to create biological children, I will not need those things, because they can take DNA from other parts of my body for that. So I'm definitely planning on getting all that stuff taken out, especially once I'm on testosterone. It will serve zero purpose. But yeah, I guess for bottom surgeries other than that, I'm thinking about doing basically a metoidoplasty release with vaginectomy, I think is the term, and urethral lengthening, and then ball implants. So I don't want to take anything from other parts of my body to put down there, because to me, it's not super important for me to have a huge penis. There's tons of guys in the world that are born with 2-inch penises, and that sucks, I guess, for some people, but for me it's, what I was dealt with. And having the scars on my forearm or my inner thigh or places like that, I mean, those are places that not only will I have to see every day, but it's inevitable that people would ask me if, my whole forearm is scar tissue. That's going to come up in conversation, because most people are going to think I was in some crazy bear attack or something, and really I just had a surgery. It's a pretty amazing surgery, don't get me wrong, but it's just not for me. So yeah. But basically what the release does is, you get so much growth on testosterone, and then it gets kind of held down and in a little bit from your natural anatomy, and so the release makes it so that it can come out a little bit more and reach its full potential, I guess. I don't know, this normally isn't that awkward of a topic for me, but for some reason it's hard for me to talk about today. And then the vaginectomy is, kind of closing things up. And then Urethra lengthening is making it so that your urethra comes out from the end of your penis, and then which, from what I understand, that is actually the most questionable part about most surgeries is, can they, it's a question of, once they get in there, will they be able to kind of stretch it out enough? I think that they do actually insert something in there to help it get longer, and then apparently that's most prone to infections and things like that, so that's interesting to me. And then the implants are usually just, there's tons of cis men today that get implants due to testicular cancer or injuries or things like that. So that's, I guess, pretty routine for some surgeons. So yeah, that's pretty much, unless in 10 years they can actually like 3D print all of that, that would be freaking amazing. But I think in 10 to 15 years I'll be financially well off enough to afford all these surgeries and afford to take the time off, and things like that. So, and for the record, bottom surgery is not as much as people seem to think it is. I haven't obviously gotten any price quotes per se, but from what I understand, it's not that much more than what most people pay for top surgery these days, with the exception of if you get a hysterectomy and then do a bunch of, the other surgeries, because usually a metoidoplasty is the type that I'm looking at, is more than one step, but it's worth it. I would be able to pass nude at that point. It would alleviate 98% of my dysphoria, I think, once everything was all healed. So yeah, that'll be an exciting day when it happens, but until then, we will see where the medical field goes. I have a lot of hope for my peers here at school who are studying biomedical engineering. Their predecessors have come a long way, and so hopefully, we can just like 3D print new limbs and other body parts and things like that, but for that to be affordable, even for where I plan to be after 10 to 15 years from now, where I plan to be financially 10 to 15 years from now, I don't know that 3D printing body parts would be within my price range. But yeah, I definitely suggest, if you're thinking about looking into different types of bottom surgeries, to actually look into it and not just think, oh, I'll never be able to afford it and things like that, because new things are coming up every year with surgeries like this, and it's just, you never know. So yeah, I guess I will see everyone in a week.